Hey everyone, welcome back to Money Chronicles with Awa. Today's topic is going to be an interesting one. Is retirement a scam when it costs you more to live than to work? I know that sounds dramatic, but think about it. You spend 30, 40 years working, saving, doing all the right things, only to realize that when it's finally time to rest, everything costs more. Rent, groceries, gas, even your medications. And let's be honest, the older you get, the sicker you get. Doctor visits, prescriptions, and health costs just keep piling up. So today, I want to have a real conversation about why retirement feels harder than ever and what we can actually do about it. Let's start with the dream we were sold. You work for decades, you save consistently, you retire around 60 or 65, then you travel, relax, maybe spend time with your grandkids, right? That was the dream our parents had. But the reality today is very different. Most retirees I meet are not retired, they are rehired. They are working part time jobs, delivering groceries, or babysitting just to make ends meet. Why? Because the cost of living keeps rising faster than their income. Pensions don't stretch like they used to. CPP and OAS barely cover the basics. And savings, they are being eaten alive by inflation. So, yes, it feels like retirement is a scam because the system is not designed for the world we live in today. The real reasons retirement feels impossible. Reason number one, inflation is silent but deadly. Inflation is like that sneaky friend who slowly eats your food when you're not looking. Every year, prices quietly rise, a little here, a little there, until one day you wake up and you realize that your money doesn't stretch like it used to. Think about groceries. A full cart that once cost $100 now costs $160. And if you're retired, your income usually stays the same while everything else goes up. So you start cutting corners, buying cheaper food, skipping outings, delaying dental checkups just to make your money last. That's the real danger of inflation. It doesn't just raise prices, it lowers your quality of life. Reason number two, we're living longer than ever. Our grandparents might have lived to 70 or 75, but today it's common to live well into your 80s or your 90s. That's great news. More years to enjoy life, but also more years to pay for. If your retirement savings were meant to last 20 years, but you live for 30, that's an extra decade of expenses you probably didn't account for. It means more rent, more groceries, more medical costs, and more everything. People often underestimate how long they'll live, and that's one of the biggest mistakes they make. Longevity is a blessing, but it's also one of the hardest things to plan for financially. Reason number three, housing costs are out of control. It used to be that by the time you retired, your house was fully paid off. But now, many Canadians are still paying mortgages well into their 60s or 70s. And for those who rent, good luck. Rent prices in Canada have skyrocketed in the last few years. Retirees are finding themselves spending half, sometimes even more, of their income just to keep a roof over their heads. Even downsizing doesn't always help. Selling your house might free up cash, but buying or renting something smaller often costs nearly the same. Housing is supposed to be your security in retirement, but today it's become one of the biggest financial burdens. Reason number four, life keeps happening. This is the one we don't talk about enough. Life doesn't suddenly get easier when you hit 60 or 70. Unexpected things still happen, health issues, helping adult kids, or taking care of aging parents. You might have saved for retirement thinking, this money is for me. But then your child loses their job, your parents need home care, or your car breaks down. So you dip into your savings again and again. And little by little, that retirement cushion you built starts to shrink. The truth is, even when you do everything right. Life has a way of throwing surprises. And that's what makes retirement so stressful. You're trying to plan for a future that keeps changing. Here's the part that gives me hope. We can't change inflation or the economy, but we can change how we plan for the future. The old rule, work hard, save 10%, and you'll retire comfortably, is outdated. We need new rules. The changes you need to make. Here's how I see it. Retirement shouldn't mean you stop working completely. It should mean you choose what kind of work you do, something lighter, meaningful, or flexible. Your savings plan should focus on income, not just growth. You need to plan how much cash flow you'll have each month when paychecks stop. Learn about guaranteed income products. Things like annuities, permanent insurance, or certain pension-style investments can create predictable income. Keep your money working for you. Even during retirement, a portion of your money should still be invested smartly, not just sitting in a 0% savings account. And most importantly, talk about money early. Don't wait until you're 60 to plan retirement. If you're in your 30s or your 40s, now is the time to prepare. This is not about fear, it's about control. You can't beat the system, but you can learn to play the game better. Let's be real for a second. Retirement isn't just about numbers, it's emotional. It's the fear of running out of money, the guilt of depending on your kids, the disappointment of realizing that your golden years feel more stressful than your working years. And that's what breaks my heart the most. We've been told that retirement equals peace, but for many people, it equals pressure. But here's the truth. You can redefine what retirement means to you. It doesn't have to be about quitting work. It can be about living life on your terms. Maybe you downsize. Maybe you move somewhere more affordable. Maybe you build a small side income doing something you love. The point is, retirement isn't dead. It just needs a new definition. If you're watching this and feeling overwhelmed, take a deep breath. You still have time, no matter your age. Here are a few steps you can start with. 1. Calculate your monthly expenses honestly. Know your number, what you actually need to live on. 2. Find out how much income you'll have at retirement from CPP, OAS, savings, and any pensions. 3. Close the gap. If your income won't be enough, plan to build new streams like investing, side income, or downsizing. 4. Get advice. Talk to a financial professional who can help you create a retirement income plan, not just a savings plan. It's not about being rich, it's about being ready. So, is retirement a scam? No. But it's definitely not what it used to be. If you're still working, you have time to write your own story. And if you're already retired, you can still make changes that give you more peace of mind. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe for more real talk finance content. Because at the end of the day, your money should work for you, not the other way around. Thank you for watching. Until next time.